I wanted to make a video for those at some point the wick or wicks will need replaced. If this thing lasted forever and never needed replaced, I would be asking a lot more than what I do ask for these. Most people, I think, can get they understand that this isn't something that is going to last forever. Obviously, at some point, just like the professional units, it will need service. And so I figured I'd put a video out to show that at least how I wind them up and all that. I found it works really well for me. And, you know, for some guys wondering, you know, okay, how do you do it? This is how I do it. And I found it works really well and simple without too much frustration, as I was going through for a while in the very, very beginning. So here's how I do it. They're the Tiki Torch wicks is what I buy. And I buy 2 sets. I have this phone rigged up, so I'm trying to see what I'm doing here. Anyway, I buy 2 sets. One of the sets, all I do is take the can, hold it up there, and then just the inside diameter of that opening is where I'll cut 2 of these. So that first wick would literally fit, you know, right inside that opening. The next thing I do is I take I think this is maybe a 6 or an 832 bolt. Pull that out and show you. So I take that, I put a nut on one end, put that in a vise, I take the wire, you know, that's measured, have the ends on it. Now some guys, you know, if you wanted, you could opt to take the alligator clips, the metal ones, and instead of using the eyelet, put it on there, and then you could literally make it a very quick replaceable wick assembly. I want to do that and thought about that, but my concern with that is, you know, if the clip was to fall off, and I don't want anybody completely panicking. So here's what I do. I just stick that on there. And I just kind of finger tighten that up. And you take your wicks, and you just evenly space them. Then you're going to take that wire and slip it in between those two. And just kind of tuck it up there. And it figures I always go from right to left, and I'm trying to go the opposite way, and it's screwing me up. So you stick it in there, tighten it up, and there'll always be something that's going to grab and screw you up. And you wind. Now, one thing that's funny about nichrome wire is you can literally measure the same resistance, but you'll get inches difference of length. Depending on if you go with like 1.5 ohms, you could go a heavy 1.5 or a small, short 1.5. So anyway, I wound. And then as you come around, I open those two back up. And there you have it. And you might have to readjust to where when you get to the end, you know, you can tuck it up through there and have it popping up. Okay, so there's that. Then while you're holding it, you know, right at the edge of that top wick, take it, bend it down, kind of hold it with that finger. Do the same with the other one. And then kind of grab it. So you're holding those up. And you're going to take that one, bend it down. That one, bend it down. So now, I don't know if I can. Yeah, it's kind of hard to hold all this. And what you're going to do is you're going to tuck it into the can, looping on the first lug, and then at that point you're going to have to kind of look down in there and then put the other lug on. So I just wanted to make a short video showing at least what worked out easy for me, and I can tell through the phone. You can't see squat. And that's how I do the wick replacement. And then just so you guys know, at least the ones that are watching this video, it would not hurt you every once in a while to go in there. That small nut, it's 5.5 millimeter, and I use let's see if I have it right here. You would have thought I'd have been prepared for this, but I didn't plan on making a video right now. But it seems like if I hold off on doing it, it never gets done. So literally, you know, just a little extension, 1/4 inch. And every once in a while on your smoker, I thought about doubling up now with the star washers, one on the back side, one on the front. Because with that heating and cooling, you know, the different expansion rates of heating and cooling and stuff cooling down, things do have a tendency to want to loosen up. So with the spread of the wire in there, it's not going to pop off, but it wouldn't hurt you. So every once in a while, just check, and you're just going to reach down in there, and that's like a 440 nut, so you're not going to want to crank on that, but just hand tight, you know, stick it in there, and with some good torque with just your hand, and make sure those nuts are tight every once in a while. And it's just good upkeep, making sure your stuff's tight, getting a good voltage and current. So hopefully that helped. If some guys are like, well, how the heck, I found that works out easy for me. You might have a better, easier way. It's just kind of how I do it, and it's somewhat quick. It's also, if you're going to use a vise, make sure you're clean, you know, because you just don't want all that grease and crap getting on your wick. So hopefully that helped, and it saves, you know, somebody some time. So thanks for watching.